congratulations,
So,
your mortgage has been successful. And I got the document
mhm.
and the amounts that was approved for me. So I got it on the 30th of June. I will never forget that date.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it's between 2 weeks, between on the 15th to 30th, between that 2 weeks, the mortgage was approved.
Okay.
Leave the 10% for you to come and do. Like, what are the 10%?
Mhm.
It's just for you to choose your rug,
Okay.
the color of your rug, because people are very particular with rugs.
Okay.
So all the houses that will be built when you enter,
Mhm.
when you come to key into the mortgage, you won't see the rug inside because some people will choose black, some will choose gray, some will choose
To the
cream.
UK.
Like me, I choose cream. To the
Mhm.
UK on January 30th, 2022.
Mhm. 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The purpose of this visit is for us to know, like, is it real that a healthcare assistant can own a house in the UK?
Or already,
So
because
that's
I
what
was
we.
not having a house from where I was coming from. So already owning a house in the UK is one of my priorities. So the moment I got in, irrespective of the fact that we came in via student visa,
Mhm.
it was still in my mind for us to own a house after a short period of time. So
Mhm.
basically, that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel of choice, my channel, your channel. So today we have a special visitor, or let me say, I am the visitor. But guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also press the notification bell. So today, as I said, we have a special visitor. Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. Thank you.
Okay. This is your house. This house is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, we did a house tour, and I don't want to lie, your house is
I
beautiful.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Douglas.
Okay,
Yeah.
Douglas. Douglas. Okay, so when did you come to the UK?
I got into the UK on January 30th, 2022.
Mm-hmm. 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The purpose of this visit is for us to know, like, is it real that a healthcare assistant can own a house in the UK? So that's what we want you to explain to the viewers, that a healthcare assistant can own a house in the UK. So so tell me, how did this start?
Okay, thank you very much. It basically started when I got into the country, or already, because I was not having a house from where I was coming from. So already owning a house in the UK is one of my priorities. So the moment I got in, irrespective of the fact that we came in via student visa,
Mhm,
it was still in my mind for us to own a house after a short period of time. So
mhm.
basically, it's been in my mind to own a house.
So it started in 2022. Is it 2022?
Yeah, not really 2022. We got in January 30th, like I said, 2022.
Mm-hmm,
But a very lovely colleague of mine,
mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't want to mention his name
Okay,
because of a certain purpose, but
okay.
it's a very young, smart man,
Mm-hmm,
young, smart guy. We're colleagues together.
mm-hmm,
And then he told me about Barclays ISA savings
mm-hmm.
in 2023. He already started it.
Okay.
And so he told me about it. And I said to myself, I think I need to start doing that. Since I want to buy a house, I think I need to start doing that.
Uh-huh.
And in 2024 January,
Mm-hmm.
and then I launched my first ISA savings, and then I started savings for, because I was told that after you can't exceed 22,000 in a month, in a
Mm-hmm.
year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you exceed 22,000, the money will be taxed.
Okay.
But if you stop within 22,000 in each year, calendar year, the money won't be taxed. So I decided to start the
Okay.
savings for that. And
So,
after that, that was
mhm,
how it came to be.
okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we can say that you started savings for the house
Yeah.
in 2024.
Yeah. 2024
20,
January.
okay, 2024.
2024 January.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. All right. So, okay, you can continue.
Yeah. So 2024 January. Before then already, I already called my wife together because she was done with school. She was
Mm-hmm.
done with her study in 2023 March,
Mm-hmm.
and then in 2024, that 2023, I said to her that, listen, we've already achieved something else now. and then that's one milestone gotten. And
Mhm.
then the second, that same 2022 already,
Mhm.
by October of it,
Mhm.
September of it, I was already given the sponsorship visa
Mhm.
to be a care worker.
Mhm.
So when I got that sponsorship
Mhm.
in 2022, between September to October,
Mhm.
and then in 2023, I called her to say, listen, we are family. If
Mhm.
we want to achieve anything in this country, we need to collectively work together to make sure we achieve what we want to achieve.
Mhm.
And so she collectively accepted and agreed with me.
Mhm.
And then we say to ourselves, listen, with what we're earning, we can save approximately between 1,500
Mhm.
monthly to £2,000 monthly.
Okay.
How is that going to be achieved?
Uh-huh.
If all of us are earning 1/8, for instance, and
Mm.
then we have one person money saved, we have the other person's money used for
Mhm.
the entire things that has to do with rent,
Mhm.
bills, and feeding respectively. And so she accepted, and that's how we started rolling over the funds
Okay.
into the ISA savings.
Okay. So by that time you were both working,
Yes,
right?
both of us are because she's not done with school, so both of us are
We're
we're
working
working.
that time.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So um so were you trying to save money as a try and error thing, or you were
Never. Iowa. I wasn't saving money as trial and error thing because it's a plan that's already in place. So I set the
uh-huh.
goal straight.
Okay.
And so it wasn't a trial and error thing because I
So
knew that I was going to get it.
mhm. So
Yeah.
what I'm learning here is that you need to plan first.
Yes.
You can't buy a house in the
Yeah.
UK
Yeah.
without a proper planning.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you planned for this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then you discussed that with your wife.
Yes.
So is it possible for maybe single parents to buy a house in the UK?
Single parents, yes, it is possible, but just only one thing will be a challenge
Uh-huh.
because if a single parent wants to buy a house, it depends on his income.
Okay.
So, for instance, this house that I bought,
Mm-hmm.
the both of us, our names are inside. The both of us payslip were sampled. The both of us bank statement were sampled. So
Mm-hmm.
we got the offer we got from the bank. It's about £385,000
Okay.
because it's both of us.
Okay.
Because when the both payslip comes together, it's now as accumulatively that, oh, for instance, let me say you are earning
Mm-hmm.
your gross before tax is £26,000, your wife gross before tax is £26,000. So by implication, they see it to be say, oh,
Mm-hmm.
altogether it's now 54.
Mm-hmm.
So they will not know what 54,000 gross can give to you after all deductions. Yeah. So that would determine. So if you're a single parent, for instance, and your gross before
Mm-hmm.
tax
Mm-hmm.
is now
50
it's something else. So you might not be able to get up to £300,000 from the bank.
Okay.
So if you don't get that, the
Mm-hmm.
only way you can buy a house now as a single parent is you will have the deposit that's above 5% or 10%.
Okay.
So you will be having reasonable amount being deposited.
Okay.
For instance, if the house is, let me say, £300,000, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
you will now need to be bringing up to £80,000, which will be difficult for you to
Yeah.
sometimes get. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But if the both parties are together and
Mm-hmm.
already,
Mm-hmm.
from what the bank want to give to you, have already gotten to the amount that you need to
Mm-hmm.
pay for the house,
Mm-hmm.
then you can at that point know that, okay, of course, it's easier for you to now buy a house
Mm-hmm.
if you are two
Mm-hmm.
than if you're one. Because if you're one, you'll be paying more, you'll be
Okay.
spending more.
All
Yeah.
right. So basically, it's about the salary, your salary
It's about the
threshold.
salary, yeah.
Okay.
Because if, for instance, somebody is earning up to his gross before tax is seventy thousand
Uh-huh.
pounds
Uh-huh.
before tax, for instance, it's easier for that person alone, single-handedly,
Mm.
can go for a house and you'll be given.
Okay.
So if you have any profession where you are being paid up to
Mm-hmm.
£70,000
Mm-hmm.
before tax, of
Mm-hmm.
course, you alone can single-handedly buy a house without needing anybody. But for somebody whom it's maybe, for if you're a carer, for instance, and then your gross before that is
Mm-hmm.
£26,000,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be. That's not something that is practical. Yeah,
Yeah. Many people
yeah.
they believe that people who are COS holder cannot get a mortgages.
Iowa,
Uh,
Iowa.
how true is that?
That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true because I'm a practical example. Here am I. My COS is still running.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got like what the if all laws remain the same.
Mm-hmm.
By December next year, my 5 years will be done. I'm already having a house
Mm-hmm.
when I was already 3 years in the system. So it's not true. because I'm already a practical example.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm a living testimony, not like I'm not alive and then somebody saying it's not achievable. It's not true.
Okay.
You can be a carer and you can own a house. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any savings before coming to the UK, or maybe you have a business that you're doing in Nigeria,
Yeah.
or what, or you saved from what you are earning here in the UK?
Okay. No, of course. I was a manager in the bank before I left Nigeria. I was
Okay,
working
in
as a
Nigeria.
manager, yeah,
Uh-huh.
as a relationship manager in a microfinance bank owned by Botswana.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's called Letseho. It's a Botswana owned bank.
Uh-huh.
It's a commercial bank in Botswana,
Uh-huh.
but because Nigerian population is more than Botswana, it appeared in Nigeria as a microfinance bank.
Uh-huh.
So I was a manager in the
Okay.
bank. So
Okay.
I had some fun
Uh-huh.
because even before we came in, as I already got my visa, I sold my Mercedes.
Uh-huh.
So I went to borrow the change. I had the change of that my Mercedes fund into pounds and I
Uh-huh.
put it in my pocket to
Uh-huh.
travel.
Uh-huh.
But that wasn't anything because that was like maybe £2,000.
Okay.
So that wasn't anything that did anything for me. In fact, I spent that for
Uh-huh.
my children upkeep. Even
Uh-huh.
when I got here, it was part of the money I was sending
Uh-huh.
for my kids, my
Uh-huh.
children, before they came to join us properly. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Are you happy to explain you talked about Aisa Backlash Aisa.
Yeah.
Are you able to explain more about the Aisa
It's just a savings that is tax free.
tax
Do you know what I
free?
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in the UK, when you save above certain amount
Mm-hmm.
in normal other current account, other conventional account, it will be taxed.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for that amount,
Mm-hmm.
it won't be taxed for any reason. Even though you're transferring the entire lump sum, it won't be taxed.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you are also withdrawing the money, it won't be taxed. If
Mm-hmm.
you're using the money for anything, it won't be taxed. So it's a tax-free account.
Tax free
Yeah, it's
account.
tax-free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you get any money
Yeah,
from
you
that
get,
savings
yes,
account?
you get an interest. Like when I did the first £20,000, because I did the first year,
Mm-hmm.
I got about between £20,000,
Mm-hmm.
and so I stopped to go. I didn't want it to exceed £22,000. So for the first year in 2024, I had £20,000. So I got interest of about £900 interest,
Okay.
because you get an interest for that account because you don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get interest for that
Okay.
account. I think
Okay.
they gave me about, is it 4 point something
Mm-hmm.
percent
Mm-hmm.
of that amount. So I
Mm-hmm.
got like about £900.
Yeah. Okay. So you said you started savings, your savings for the house in
January
January
2024.
2025. Okay. So when did you buy your house?
I bought a house in June 2025.
2025. So that
A
means,
year and 6 months.
oh,
It took a year and exactly 6 months.
a year and
And six
six
months,
months.
yeah.
Oh.
So the plan is just basically this. I was practically getting £2,000 saved every month.
Mm-hmm.
So the first year, after saving £20,000 in the account, for it
Mm-hmm.
not to exceed the tax
Yeah.
amount, I stopped
Mm-hmm.
and kept the other remaining 2 months in my other Lloyd's account.
Uh-huh.
And so what happens there is the first year I already got £24,000.
Okay.
So the second year, as we rolled over, already I already got in within 6 months, I've already gotten £12,000.
Okay.
So that makes the money about £36,000 that I was having already in the account. So when I got the house and they
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, since based on your status,
Mm-hmm.
based on your immigration status, you don't have indefinite leave to remain,
Mm-hmm.
you are supposed to pay 5%.
Mm-hmm.
But because of your immigration status, we had to pay 10%.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I paid 10% for the house.
Mm-hmm.
But the package that this house
Mm-hmm.
as a whole has is
Mm-hmm.
the bank will tell you to pay the 10% for the mortgage to be approved.
Okay.
But when the mortgage is approved, it is 5% that will be taken out of that account to be disbursed
Uh-huh.
to the estate owner. So the Barrett home now had to pay 5% for me. So out
Okay.
of my £35,000 that was there in the account
Mm-hmm.
before the mortgage was approved,
Mm-hmm.
upon approval,
Mm-hmm.
the home now had to pay 5% for me. So it is now 17,500 that they took out of that account. So
Okay.
the other 17,500 is what you see that brought the beauty of this house up to this
Okay.
level. Yeah, thank you.
So you're saying that in 18 months
Yeah.
you saved
That's
35,000.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you can see, guys, I think this one is achievable, right? So it's from what is are telling us, the 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 good part of it is you need to work together with your wife. or with your partner, you need to work together so that you can achieve your goals, and also you can achieve your objectives. Okay, so um we are in Northampton, right?
Yeah.
So did you ever think of buying a house in Northampton?
Nah, never. My arrival was in Watford, and
Okay.
so I thought I was going to be a Watford boy for life. But there's a saying that
Uh-huh.
never say never. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean?
Hmm.
So
So what changed your
yeah.
mind?
So I've got this special day. I think my wife told me
Uh-huh.
that, hi babe, um one of my friends that all of us were in Port Harcourt together,
Uh-huh.
they bought a house, and then the other one,
Hmm.
they are about to buy a house, they've gone to view
Hmm.
that. I think it's a lovely area, they're all brand new homes there,
Hmm.
and so there we should just come and see. I said to her, no, 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 Iowa. I
Hmm.
said to her, it's not the thing that I would like to, it's not a place that I would like to go to,
Hmm.
because I've decided to be a Watford boy
You
for life.
wanted to be a
But
Watford boy.
the thing now is,
Hmm.
I was always going to check houses, the old houses in
Hmm.
Watford, the three
Hmm.
bedrooms in Watford.
Hmm.
Um, you'll be saying the prices are crazy, £550,
Hmm.
520,
Hmm.
minimum 500, and it to be terrace, it to be like, you see, it's not the kind of structure that I actually wanted.
Hmm.
But because I wanted to stay close, because my wife's office is in Watford,
Hmm.
my office where I operate from is in Watford,
Hmm.
in Bushy.
Hmm.
My children's school is just by the corner,
Hmm.
just close to the house, about 7 minute walk
Hmm.
to my kids' school. So I wasn't planning at all to leave the place. So it came now when my wife was told to just come and see, not like you want to buy, just come and see.
Hmm.
So for peace to reign, I gave her that grace to say, okay, come on a Saturday
When was
to
that?
go.
When was that?
That was in first week of June, on
2025.
the 8th of June,
2025.
2025,
Okay.
on the 8th of June to be
Hmm.
precise. And so we came in, and then as we did the check,
Hmm.
the moment I saw the environment,
Hmm.
the moment I saw the showroom,
Hmm.
I looked at the minute that I use in driving from for Waze to,
Hmm.
I mean, I checked my Waze, my Google Map,
Yeah. Huh?
and I saw that I drove 1 hour 5 minutes
5 minutes
from
ahead.
my house in Watford to the
Hmm.
showroom.
Hmm.
So I said to my wife, I'm not going back. I'm keying into this place. 1 hour is not bad because I've got a smart car.
Hmm.
So it's
So
easy.
you changed your mind
My
there and there.
mind changed immediately. So that's why I say never.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to change my mind
Hmm.
immediately to say, listen,
Uh-huh.
I want to view. I viewed, and immediately I spoke to the estate's customer service and say,
Uh-huh.
how do I key in?
Uh-huh.
And then they gave me their mortgage advisor's contact, gave me a flyer and say, call the mortgage advisor. So I did call the mortgage advisor.
So did you pay for that mortgage advisor?
I didn't pay a penny, not
Hmm.
even a pen. One
Okay.
pen that you don't have to pay.
Hmm.
It's when you are contracting yours from a different side, because the standard they have currently,
Hmm.
if you are using any homes, they have their own mortgage advisor. Because what does that mean? They want you to buy the property,
Hmm.
so they've got a mortgage advisor that will guide you through
Hmm.
and make sure that all your documentations are smooth. You don't pay. But if you choose to go outside and bring your own mortgage advisor, you will pay for that. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they have their own internal mortgage advisor.
Hmm.
They even recommended solicitors for me.
Hmm.
They say they have got like two solicitors they partner with.
Hmm.
So they would like me to use their solicitor. So basically, it's a solicitor that I paid for.
Okay.
So the solicitor is like the lawyer who will draft the
Hmm.
document. But the
Hmm.
mortgage advisor, just on the phone call, you say, can what's your rate, what do you earn, what do your wife earn, and all whatnot. When I gave her the figure, she put it on the automatic calculator
Hmm.
to say, okay, you guys can get this amount.
Hmm.
On that note, I'll send you an email. Give me your email. I'll send you your an email
Hmm.
for you to send the document required. So
Hmm.
I did.
Hmm.
So she sent an email
Hmm.
the next day,
Hmm.
because I was already following up. I love the environment. I love what I saw.
Hmm.
And so I got the email and responded. It was just basically pay slip 6 month, pay slip 6 month, bank statement, your right to work, your right to leave,
Hmm.
and basically your valid identity, and those are those the basic things, nothing else.
Hmm.
And then that was done, and then immediately I submitted those documents. She sent
Hmm.
for search for the banks that can offer me the mortgage.
Okay. So as an immigrant in the UK, So what are the requirements for you to get a mortgage?
So the requirements are simple. Like I said, it's a 6 month bank statement,
6 months.
6 month pay slip.
Mm-hmm.
And so, currently you no longer use BRP, so it's a share code.
Okay.
So they will ask you to send your share code. So the
Okay.
share code is your right to work. They want
Okay.
to see that you have right to work in the UK because that's very important.
Uh-huh.
And then your right to leave as well.
Uh-huh.
So if you look at my share code, you see my right to work, you see
Yeah.
my right to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the basic things. Then your biodata page of your passport.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the basic things they ask of, nothing else. And then your from where you are living, have you lived in that place for up to 3 years? And I responded up to a year and 6 months.
Okay.
That's 18 months. Yeah.
Okay.
But I said to them, I've lived there for 3 years because I was in the place where I lived in Watford for 3 years
Okay.
before I moved out of Watford.
Oh,
So
okay.
those are the things that is needed.
So basically, what were the biggest obstacle you faced when you were saving?
There was no obstacle because my joy was that my wife has a shared understanding with me.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't any obstacle because the way we're doing it, we're very transparent about it. We opened a joint account.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm being paid, I just paying the money
Transfer your
into
money.
the joint account, and
Mm-hmm.
then when she's being paid, she just transferred money into the joint account. So basically, what she does is
Mm-hmm.
she just take some token out of her own account, put in and use for groceries,
Mm-hmm.
and so me I also take some tokens out of my own money salary as well, put in the account where I can send to family and friends, and then the other ones now will be moved from the joint account so you can monitor the movement of the fund now.
Mm-hmm.
Will be moved from the joint account to the ISA savings.
Okay.
So there wasn't any obstacle,
No obstacle.
no challenge. There wasn't any challenge.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So when did you apply for the mortgage?
Like I said, I think it's about on the there about, or if I check my email, it should be between on the 15th,
Okay.
between 13, 14, 15th.
Mm-hmm.
It was applied, and within 2 weeks, the
Yeah.
mortgage was approved.
So they
Because I got
approved.
a mail on the
Mm.
30th of June
Yes.
to say congratulations,
So
your mortgage has been successful. And I got the document
mm-hmm.
and the amounts that was approved for me. So I got it on the 30th of June. I will never forget that date.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it's between 2 weeks, between on the 15th to 30th, between that 2 weeks, the mortgage was approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was the house finished or unfinished?
So basically what they do, if you meet the house have different phases, different stages.
Mm-hmm.
If so the question was the house finished? The house was finished 90%.
Mm-hmm.
So they will leave the 10% for you to come and do. Like, what are the 10%?
Mm-hmm.
It's just for you to choose your rug,
Okay.
the color of your rug, because people are very particular with rugs.
Okay.
So all the houses that will be built when you enter,
Mm-hmm.
when you come to key into the mortgage, you won't see the rug inside because some people will choose black, some will choose gray, some will choose cream. Like me, I choose cream.
Mm-hmm.
So it will just the rug that wasn't there. You would just choose your rug and your everything, the entire walkway down to the bedrooms. There won't be any carpet inside.
Okay.
So you will be the one to choose.
Okay.
So, but if you meet the house on the takeoff phase,
Mm-hmm.
so you will be have the choice to choose any color in your work, like in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You can decide to. If I had met the kitchen when they were in that stage, I
Mm-hmm.
can choose my color. My favorite color is white,
Okay.
so I would have chosen white.
Okay.
So I didn't meet it as at the time I came, the cabinet was already fitted.
Okay.
So they told me you can't, at that point there's nothing you can do except you want to change on your own account.
Okay.
But if you meet the house from the when I came in, they were already giving me this cream color paint as well.
Okay.
So
So you can say it was 90%.
it was 90%.
Okay.
So but if you meet it from the stage one, anything you want them to
Mhm.
fit in,
Mhm.
they'll fit it in if it's within their capacity. But if it is more costly than what they want to fit into,
Mhm.
you pay the difference
Mhm.
and then they'll fit it in for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I met, it was already 90% complete. It was just a rug that's 95%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you feel when is it the solicitor or the mortgage advisor
Yeah.
when she told you that your mortgage has been approved?
Yeah. So the moment I got that mail, I said, this is lovely. So this is true.
Uh-huh.
So now it's now it's now May, between mortgage advisor May tenure has now finished.
Mm-hmm.
It's now my connection now with the solicitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at that point you now begin to receive mails from solicitor.
Mm-hmm.
The solicitor will be discussing with the homes, which is Barrett Home, David Wilson.
Uh-huh.
It's the one I bought this house from. So um at that point you will get a document from your solicitor.
Mm-hmm.
The document will come to your resident. It got to my resident in Watford.
Mm-hmm.
You will sign so many documents. The document is
Mm-hmm.
just too healthy,
Mm-hmm.
prof. It's a huge it's a lot of document that I
Mm-hmm. But
signed. I
you need
don't
to understand
You need to
everything.
understand everything. So I
Yeah.
took my time to
Yeah.
read them, because
Mm-hmm.
the agreements are there. You need to look at them and know whatnot. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to take your time to read those documents, and then when it was signed, I had to pass it back to the solicitor,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it is successful, and then they will discuss date of exchange of the fund. The
Okay.
day the transfer of the fund will be done,
Mm-hmm.
you get an email from the bank as well. I mean, you need to give your consent
Mm-hmm.
for the bank to release the money
Mm-hmm.
to, because you're at that point now, you're not exchanging emails with the solicitor. The solicitor is now the one in between
Uh-huh.
you and the bank, in between you and the estate. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, you get an email, and then you give your consent for them to transfer fund,
Uh-huh.
and then they'll treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how is it like now? Like the life before the mortgage and the life after mortgage?
The life after mortgage now, it's there's just only one thing there.
Mm-hmm.
My bills increased.
Okay.
Yeah. What do I mean by my bills increased? Well, the bills, what I paid for mortgage is more than what I pay for rent.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but the good part there, it's a kind of house that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And a brand new home is different from old houses where you see cobwebs around,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where you see some things patching around the walls.
Uh-huh.
So there's this joy that
Okay.
is in a new house. So
Mm-hmm.
if I enter the new house, I feel relaxed, and the environment is very decent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember my son saying, "Mommy, why do people just smoke around every day we come downstairs?"
Mm-hmm.
Because my house in Watford, I
Mm-hmm.
was on top of a grocery store,
Okay.
the off license stores. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
guys, people come there to buy a cigarette,
Mm-hmm.
smoke, and just drink by the corner, just
Mm-hmm.
by my house. So my kids already been taught in school,
Mm-hmm.
smokers are liable to die young. So they just see them, they just say to us, why, if smoking is dangerous, why are people smoking?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was just praying to say, when will I leave this environment? Because my children must not grow in this environment. They need to grow in decent environment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that has been my prayer, and God just answered my prayer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long is your mortgage?
It's 25 years.
25
It's
years.
25 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
mortgage is basically
Mm-hmm.
good when you get it from a young age,
Mm-hmm.
because what they want to look at, because the mortgage year is basically on your year. Your mortgage year must not hit your retirement year
Yeah.
in the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
they expect that before the 25 is done, you shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
more than 65.
Mm-hmm.
And so they expect the mortgage to be done then, because they expect the house to be yours
Mm-hmm.
upon your retirement,
Mm-hmm.
because that's why you see, if you are being paid pension between 600, 700, eight
Yes.
hundred, you
Yes.
should be relatively okay, because you're no
Yeah.
longer paying rent.
Mm-hmm.
All your bills will be less, because by that time everything should be in place. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what is your advice to someone who is a care worker or a nurse or a doctor who wants to buy a house? So, what is your advice to them?
My only simple
Or
advice
maybe
is,
before that, is it too late for someone like a care assistant or a healthcare assistant to own a house in the UK?
it's not too late. This is basically the time, because the British system now is encouraging people to own houses.
Okay.
So you can see that most of the homes are having packages in all their houses.
Mm-hmm.
They have care packages, they have different packages. They will say incentive, they have different incentive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Normally now, I'm not supposed to. It wouldn't have been easy,
Mm-hmm.
but the package that I have under these houses,
Mm-hmm.
I paid 5%.
Five
They
percent.
paid 5%,
Okay. Yeah.
but 10% will be required
Okay.
in the bank before your mortgage will be approved.
Okay.
Because so I didn't pass through any hard time, because the hard time wasn't I wasn't being told about the hard time.
Mm-hmm.
But my mortgage advisor told me at the end that, lucky you, because I spoke with them. I had contact with Lloyd say no because you don't have indefinite leave to remain or you don't have British citizenship.
Mhm.
They will need 15% from me.
Okay.
So she says she spoke with Halifax.
Mhm.
Halifax as well turned my offer down because they say they needed more than the 10%, or because I don't have indefinite leave to remain yet.
Mhm.
So but Barclays now
Mhm.
offered me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't know what happened then. I wouldn't know whether because they saw that I was consistent with
Mhm.
about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds
Mhm.
saving monthly,
Mhm.
and it has run concurrently for a year and 6 months running.
Mhm.
And so I think they were maybe possibly satisfied with
Mhm.
what they are seeing in their account. So they believe that, oh, this guy can run a mortgage if he has run concurrently. Because what I was doing is that every last Friday of the month, the
Mhm.
moment I'm paid, the money goes to the account.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
So,
was very consistent with
mm.
that payment.
So basically,
So
it's not too late to own a house.
yeah,
You can own your house, but what you need to do is you need to save
yeah,
and also to be disciplined,
yeah,
right? When you're saving,
yeah,
you need to be disciplined
yeah,
because some people they might think of saving, right? But they end up taking that money and use it for something else.
yeah.
So what is your advice to the viewers who are watching it right now, like care assistant, nurses, and doctors who wants to buy a house or to own a property in the UK? What is your advice?
Thank you very much. I think my very simple advice is, if you're alone, you're alone. If you have a partner,
Mm-hmm.
you need to come together and collectively work and agree together to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
In so doing, you simplify the burden on you. And like you mentioned, me, I've been. It's my nature to be disciplined with getting the goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I could say to people that I basically put my scale of preference
Mm-hmm.
to say, oh, on my scale of preference, is a house that is the first thing on the target.
Okay.
Then next to it, there are other things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you set the scale of preference, what I would say to you is that stick to it and be
Okay.
disciplined. So what I do basically is, you can't tell me to do holidays that will
Mm-hmm.
cost me 4 5,000 pounds
Mm-hmm.
at that period where I'm having something to achieve. So what
Okay.
I did was to have myself denied, because to achieve one thing,
Mm-hmm.
you have to deny yourself of another thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm by nature a tourist. I love traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to lovely places. You
Mm-hmm.
can name it. If you say, "Oh, let's go," I will say, "Oh, let's go Miami. Let's go to one island. Let's go to Caribbean. Let's go to Florida. Let's go everywhere."
Mm-hmm.
But because I know I've got a family of four,
Mm-hmm.
myself, my wife, my son, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to make a proper journey, we'll be spending nothing less than 3 to 4 thousand pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to say, oh, listen, because we've got a target, let's do journeys, let's do trips within that will
Mm-hmm.
not spend that much. There are lovely areas.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Great Yarmouth.
Mm-hmm.
We had some days there spent lodge, and it was a lovely holiday period
Mm-hmm.
for us in Great Yarmouth. It's
Mm-hmm.
in England.
Mm-hmm.
We went to within UK. We went to Wales,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was lovely to
Mm-hmm.
be in Cardiff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to South End. We also lodged for about 3 days as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you have good times enjoying their facilities as well. So I had to reduce my trips into
Mm-hmm.
local.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that I won't spend much. But I
Okay.
would have loved to go that far.
So you said
But
it's
because,
called a scale of
yeah,
preference.
scale of preference. So
Okay.
you set a target and say this one is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to deny yourself of other things. So I can't just go online and start shopping for buy all the clothes that I see online.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that,
Mm-hmm.
you might not be meeting your target. You can do that and still meet your target. It depends.
With your money.
Yeah, with your money. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if you know that with what you are earning and
Mm-hmm.
what you want to be saving,
Uh-huh.
the only thing I
Yeah.
don't deny myself of is
Yeah.
the food that I eat.
Okay.
But every other thing I had to cut it down.
Mm-hmm.
But the food you eat is your health. So
Mm-hmm.
I was very particular with that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to eat healthy. You
Mm-hmm.
need to enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But in the other aspect,
Mm-hmm.
like clothing, trips, holiday, I had to cut them down
Okay.
just to have this achieved. But once this is achieved now,
Mm-hmm.
I can dive into holiday anytime now. Thank you. So it's discipline.
Okay, so it's discipline. So it's not too late, guys. What you need to do is you need to be disciplined, and you need to save and make sure that you are disciplined. Do you have anything that you want to tell the viewers?
Our viewers, once again, my life is basically a life that is a reflection of God's grace, despite my efforts, despite all my struggles, I could tell you for free that everything I do, I usually commit it into God's hand and ask God to simplify it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And God has been very faithful. And so I would like to say to everyone that whatsoever plans you have, I'll beg you to commit it to God's hand, and you see God will bring it to reality for you. That's my
Mm.
word of advice to everyone, all my viewers. Thank you.
Okay. Before, do you have any regret of buying a house? Do you have any regrets?
Never. Iowa. This
Okay.
Iowa. I have never regretted buying this house.
Okay.
I have no regret at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Douglas.
Thank you. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. And
Thank you.
his name, he's
Miss Farai. You can call me Farai Douglas.
so he's a Nigerian, but we can call him Farai. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I hope this is going to help someone who wants to own a house in the UK. Right, like I said, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we send videos like this, you'll be what? You'll be notified. Thank you very much, guys. It's bye bye for now.
Bye. So this is the staircase to get upstairs where the 3 bedrooms are. So for the purpose of privacy, we will not be covering any of the bedrooms. This is one of the room for my daughter with a toilet. This bedroom is ensuite. This is the second room for my son. And then
Go upstairs.
we're going upstairs. And then this door is for the master bedroom. Thank you.